Secrets Behind Hidden Murder. A terrifying voyage into the depths of mystery and intrigue, revealing the sinister truths behind unsolved killings. Have you ever pondered what crimes that appear to be routine actually have underneath them? Come along for an exciting investigation into the murky world of covert killings. What motivates offenders to use such drastic deception? How do detectives break the code of silence surrounding these horrible crimes? Get ready to be enthralled by the unseen tales, the unrelenting search for the truth, and the unyielding pursuit of justice in the face of injustice. Are you prepared to learn the shocking truths that lie behind these crimes? Take a trip into the depths of mystery and suspense by watching now. Few occurrences are as fascinating and terrifying in the field of criminal investigations as hidden murders. Crimes that are hidden from the prying eyes of justice, shrouded in secrecy, and buried beneath layers of deceit. These covert violent crimes capture our attention and are difficult riddles for detectives to solve. A tale of sorrow, treachery, and the unwavering search for the truth is revealed by every secret murder, from the covert interment of corpses to the painstaking staging of crime scenes. We go on a voyage into the depths of mystery and intrigue as we dig into the murky realm of covert killings, where the stakes are high and the solutions are hidden beneath the surface. Challenges of hidden murders. Because of the intentional attempts of the murderers to hide evidence and avoid being discovered, hidden murders pose a variety of difficulties for law enforcement and investigators. One of the biggest problems is where to dispose of the dead because criminals want to bury or hide their victims in isolated or distant places. This makes it more difficult to find and retrieve the remains and raises the possibility that forensic evidence will eventually deteriorate and be destroyed. Perpetrators may also use advanced techniques to fabricate events at crime scenes in order to confuse investigators and deflect blame from themselves. These strategies can involve distancing oneself from evidence, cleaning up the crime scene, or making up an alibis in order to complicate the investigation and drag out the hunt for answers. Furthermore, because concealed murders involve a complex web of deception and deceit that requires a large amount of manpower, time, and experience to navigate, they provide serious logistical and resource-related issues for law enforcement organizations. The inquiry becomes more complex due to the sheer size of possible hiding places and the requirement for thorough search operations. Investigators face additional obstacles when dealing with bad weather, difficult terrain, and restricted access to resources when bodies are hidden in distant or dangerous areas. Furthermore, it is impossible to overestimate the emotional toll that these investigations have on the relatives and loved ones of the victims, who must face a protracted period of uncertainty and suffering in the hopes of justice and closure. All things considered, concealed murders pose severe challenges that need individuals tasked with solving these mysteries to possess steadfast dedication, perseverance, and inventiveness. Pursuit of justice. In cases of covert murders, the pursuit of justice is marked by unwavering resolve, painstaking inquiry, and a firm dedication to learning the truth. Law enforcement organizations use a complex approach that incorporates a variety of forensic procedures, investigation strategies, and cooperative efforts in their relentless pursuit of holding perpetrators accountable for their horrible crimes. In their tenacious search for justice, investigators thoroughly go through all available information, examine crime scenes, and pursue leads. As they proceed, they get closer to dismantling the complex web of lies that the criminals have created and assembling the correct picture of what actually happened behind closed doors. Moreover, the search for justice goes beyond the investigation stage and includes court cases meant to make offenders answerable for their deeds. In courtrooms of law, prosecutors put out much effort to construct a strong case against the accused by introducing evidence, summoning witnesses, and arguing for justice. Families and loved ones of the victims, meanwhile, are vital to the fight for justice because they support the investigators, show up to court, and want to find closure for their loss. Their resolute determination is a moving reminder of the human cost of covert killings and the lasting effects they have on the people left behind. The pursuit of justice in concealed murder cases is directed by a shared dedication to maintaining the rule of law, defending victim rights, and guaranteeing criminal accountability. It is evidence of the tenacity of law enforcement organizations, the commitment of detectives, and the power of communities coming together to seek justice and the truth. The pursuit of justice, in spite of all the difficulties and roadblocks encountered, continues to be a steadfast light of hope, guiding the way in the unrelenting search to reveal the sinister secrets concealed inside these horrible crimes. Advances in forensic science. The investigation of covert killings has been transformed by advances in forensic science, which have given law enforcement organizations and forensic specialists access to cutting-edge instruments and methods for solving even the most complex cases. Most remarkably, DNA analysis has become a potent tool for identifying criminals and connecting them to their victims, even in situations where there is little or damaged physical evidence. Forensic scientists can identify the people responsible for covert killings by using methods like DNA profiling and family searches to retrieve vital information from biological samples like blood, semen, or hair follicles. Furthermore, because forensic imaging technologies provide never-before-seen insights into the subtle aspects of a crime, they have completely changed the way detectives analyze crime scenes. Through the use of methods like photogrammetry and 3D laser scanning, investigators can record intricate, three-dimensional images of crime scenes, which facilitates virtual reconstructions and in-depth analyses of tangible evidence. This improves the accuracy of crime scene reports and offers crucial background information for forensic examination and investigative judgment. Furthermore, the field of digital forensics has advanced, giving law enforcement authorities access to a wider range of investigation tools and the ability to locate vital evidence kept on electronic devices like computers, smartphones, and tablets. Forensic specialists can retrieve a plethora of data from digital devices, including messages, photos, and browsing histories, using techniques like data recovery, password cracking, and metadata analysis. This information can provide insight into the actions and intentions of those responsible. The capabilities of forensic science will advance along with technology, providing fresh opportunities for justice and inquiry into the shocking realities behind these atrocities. Persistent challenges. Forensic specialists and law enforcement organizations continue to face significant hurdles in the wake of concealed murders, despite advances in forensic science and investigative procedures. These crimes perpetrators modify their strategies to avoid discovery, creating constant challenges to the administration of justice. In order to deceive investigators, criminals would go to considerable measures to dispose of bodies and alter crime scenes, making evidence hiding one of the main obstacles. This can involve burying corpses far from cities, hiding evidence inside buildings, or using advanced techniques to sanitize or modify crime scenes, so that it is harder for detectives to find crucial hints. The logistical and resource-related difficulties that covert murder investigations inevitably present also add layers of complexity to the investigation. The sheer number of possible hiding places and the need for thorough searches can put a strain on law enforcement organizations' resources because it takes a lot of manpower, time, and experience to sort through the complex web of deceit. When bodies are hidden in dangerous or isolated areas, investigators have to deal with bad weather, difficult terrain, and restricted access to resources, which makes their job more difficult. Furthermore, it is impossible to overestimate the emotional toll that covert murder investigations have on the relatives and loved ones of victims. It is possible for their pain and grief to worsen due to the protracted uncertainty and suffering they go through while waiting for justice and closure. In spite of these ongoing difficulties, law enforcement organizations are dedicated to bringing victims and their families justice, using a combination of persistence, creativity, and teamwork to uncover the truths behind these horrible acts. Finding the truth is still a difficult but necessary task in the complicated world of hidden killings, where offenders use deceit as a weapon and justice is at stake. Law enforcement organizations and forensic professionals persist in their efforts to solve these mysterious crimes, despite ongoing hurdles and the constantly changing criminal landscape. They have the difficult challenge of slicing through layers of duplicity, assembling bits and pieces of evidence, and negotiating the maze of secrecy with every inquiry. But in the midst of the gloom, their unwavering resolve, creative solutions, and teamwork-oriented attitude provide a ray of light. Driven by a common dedication to responsibility and resolution, they advance as defenders of justice, unwavering in their search for the truth. In cases of covert murders, the pursuit of justice is not without difficulties, but it is sustained by the tenacity of the families of the victims, the commitment of the investigators, and the unwavering faith in the ability of the truth to come to light. They continue to pursue answers despite the shadows thrown by deceit and manipulation, driven by an unyielding commitment to hold those responsible for the tragedies held accountable and to pay tribute to the people whose lives were tragically cut short. By means of persistence, cooperation, and an unwavering dedication to revealing the mysteries concealed in these terrifying acts, they clear the path for a time when justice is served and the voices of those who have been silenced are given a platform. Subscribe now for exclusive insights into hidden murder cases and stay updated on the latest breakthroughs in forensic science and criminal investigations.